Let's talk about Eau de Vanille by Genre Parfum. So this is a house which is based out of Louisiana, and this is your latest offering. I was really interested in trying this fragrance because it has the note of vanilla, and I am a huge vanilla fan, not of the cupcake, sweet, confectionery type, but more of like a dirty vanilla, a vanilla which is mixed with maybe vetiver, mixed with incense, mixed with myrrh, mixed with labdanum, mixed with woods. I'm all for those types of vanilla. So when I started reading the notes of this, I was very intrigued. So it's called Eau de Vanille. So it's called Eau de Vanille, and it is an inspiration of a Royal Crown Sultan. So a long time ago, I don't know, a good maybe 2 years now, I smelled Royal Crown Sultan. Retail, I think that bottle is around $500 or so. Discounters are selling it around $250, $300. But despite how great that fragrance smelled, there was no way I was shelving out $500 on one bottle. So what is in the bottle? What's in the bottle with Eau de Vanille? So there, from my nose, you get, obviously you get the vanilla, which is throughout the life of this fragrance. But the big players in this fragrance, I get incense, I get myrrh, and I get rum. And it's really this great composition, this great construction of vanilla on one side blended with incense, blended with smokiness. It's like a dirty vanilla. It's a vanilla which is not really confectionery at all. It's not a sweet vanilla. It's not a vanilla that your grandmother would be wearing. It's not a vanilla that a teenage girl would be wearing. This is an adult, mature, sophisticated vanilla. And honestly, I really enjoyed this fragrance. Now, the day of the week that you would wear this fragrance, I think, you know, I personally enjoy this so much. I could wear this any day of the week. I think it would be more apropos during colder days. But during the winter, during the fall, during the spring, colder nights during the summer, I could definitely see someone wearing this. It is quite dense, right? It's a quite heavy fragrance. So I wouldn't say that this would be appropriate for, you know, on a very hot day. If you wanted to, I think you could pull it off. But I think it would really shine within the winter months, within the colder months, where you know, if you threw this on a coat or you threw this on a scarf, it would be entirely appropriate, because it just gives you that warmth and that comfort, and it's really just a very classic, it's just a very sophisticated composition, right? We're looking at vanilla, which is a note everyone does across the board. Everyone has some sort of vanilla in their house, in their arsenal, but it's really infrequent that you find a vanilla that does stand out within the crowd of vanillas, because there are a dime a dozen, right? And you know, for the value of this fragrance, for your price proposition, is that you get 30 mils for, I think it's $25 or so. And you know, with anything they do offer these 5 mils and 10 mils. I don't even know if this is 5 mils. I think it's like 3 mils or something. Sorry, it's 5 mils, right? So these are sample sizes. There's a 10 mil and then there's a 30 mil. So it's really worth it to try it out on your skin first, and then to decide whether or not you want to go full bottle, which is about $30 for a 30 ml bottle. The performance on this fragrance, I had very moderate, I'd say decent performance, right? It's not a beast. I sprayed maybe 4 or 5 sprays, you know, on my chest and then on my neck. That's where I usually spray my fragrances, and it pushes throughout, I think, a good work day, right? So a good 5 to 6 hours, and that's on my skin. I think you would get more mileage if you sprayed it on your clothes, obviously. it would last longer, but on my skin you would get 5 to 6 hours, and honestly that's a decent amount of time. It's not weak in any way, shape or form. It will last the entire work day, and you can always reapply afterwards. Points of reference would I give you? What other fragrances? I don't think like there is I would say this is an inspiration, right? This is an inspiration of Royal Crown Sultan, because Devin, who owns the store, says that they've added a rum note in this. And if you know a Royal Crown Sultan, it has dates and it has fruits and it has vanilla, but it minus that rum note. So it does make it more intriguing to me. And this fragrance here, right? That added rum note does give it an added, it does give it another element and another layer that was non-existent in the original. So you know, it is such a fragrance where the point of reference obviously is Royal Crown Sultan. I think if you liked Mona Diorio's Vanille, if you like Atelier des Ors Lune Féline, any of those fragrances, you would appreciate. I don't want to say you would love this fragrance, but I think you would appreciate this fragrance. None of those that I've mentioned are identical. Those are very different fragrances, but if you like that concept of vanilla mixed with woods, with incense, with labdanum, with myrrh, with, you know, with like a dirty vanilla, this is definitely something that I would recommend checking out. So the other thing I want to mention is that the thing with Genre Parfum is that they are a type of company that have consumer windows, right? So there are moments in time that they will open and they will have their entire inventory, they will have their entire catalog available for purchase, right? If you do not make it, I think it's open for 24 hours. If you do not make it during that time, then you can always refer to their Etsy store. Now, and if you're getting any value from this video or any of my other videos, a sub to the channel would be amazing. And I'll add the details in the description below so you can check it out if you want to. I think this fragrance is actually available on their Etsy store, so any time of the year that you wanted to get it, you could. Okay, so is this fragrance worthy of your collection, or is it worthy of collecting dust? I think if you are somebody who loves vanillas or even likes vanillas and enjoys vanillas which are a little bit different, which are unique, which are not your confectionery, sweet, gourmandish vanillas, I think you should definitely check this out. I wouldn't say, one thing that I failed to mention previously is that, you know, what I do get from this is like you know those creamers that you put in your coffee? There's a vibe of that. There's like an eggnog vibe in this fragrance. It's not dominant, right? It's not a main player. I wouldn't say it's in the forefront of this fragrance. It gives you that comfort, right? Especially within the winter times, within the holiday times. I think this is a perfect holiday fragrance as well, in terms of its composition. So in terms of price point, in terms of the composition, in terms of the value that you're getting for this fragrance, I think this fragrance is worthy of your collection. I think it is a great fragrance. I think it's quite unique. It would not be redundant. And I think there's a lot of value in this fragrance of Eau de Vanille. Okay, so have you tried Eau de Vanille? Have you tried Royal Crown Sultan? Have you tried anything from Genre Parfum? Is it something that you might be looking into? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear if you've tried anything that smells like Royal Crown Sultan that is a dirty vanilla. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.